Because I feel that I offer so much more than just accent modification training or pronunciation training or accent training, I call my services speech improvement services. And I say it this way in my marketing messaging. I offer speech improvement services for both native and non-native English speakers. And I also am clear that, yes, accent and pronunciation training are a big part of speech improvement, but I do help students improve in other areas as well. This is important because we have to make sure that potential students understand what we do and how we can help them, but we still need to be sure that we are being culturally sensitive and aware. Here's why. The general American accent is an invented accent. And that means that anyone who actually speaks the general American accent, a true general American accent, has paid someone else to train them to do so. So some people believe that teaching this general American accent means that we think that all other accents and dialects, both non-native accents and regional accents, are less desirable or lower than or worse than the general American accent. Some people also believe that accent and pronunciation training promotes racism, classism, and oppression because they think that we are advocating for everyone in the world to speak with a general American accent. Now, many of these people, and there aren't a ton of them, thankfully, but many of these people who think that we are doing harm by even offering accent and pronunciation training have absolutely no idea what actually happens in a training session. And I should also add that most of these people have very neutral accents themselves, so they've never experienced the frustration of not being easily understood the way our students have. My students get it. My students who were born in other countries and who now live in America, all of them that I've spoken to think that the claims of racism and oppression are ridiculous. They understand the value of our services. They've seen how our services make their lives better. And they seem to understand that pronunciation training is a normal part of second language learning. Any language, you learn the pronunciation when you're learning a language as a second language. It's not just English. It's not just America. So that's important to know, that it is just a normal part of the language learning process. But by using terms like accent reduction, accent elimination, or even accent modification, I can understand where the criticism is coming from. I don't agree. I think our opponents are misinformed, but I can understand why they are upset. The thing is, there are negative and positive perceptions that go along with every accent and dialect in any language. I didn't create these perceptions and judgments, and neither did you. In my opinion, I think we can blame the entertainment industry and the media for reinforcing negative judgments and or any judgments and perceptions, good and bad, that come to mind when listeners hear certain accents. I don't really think it's us, and I don't think we can change the general public's mind about these judgments and perceptions. All that being said, I do think it's our responsibility to be mindful of our actions and be mindful of how we speak about accents and dialects so that we can do as much as possible to help shatter these stereotypes and help our students, especially our ESL students or our non-native speaking students, help them feel confident about the way they sound. As we help to shatter the stereotypes, we help them to achieve the goals that they want to achieve in their careers, in their social networks, in their lives. So I do think that the criticism is misguided. I think it should be targeted more towards the entertainment industry and the media, but I think that we should be doing what we can to help shatter these stereotypes. Which leads me to the question, is it wrong to change an accent by offering accent or pronunciation training services? And it's a tough question, but I've got a great answer. The answer is, it's not up to us. It's not up to us as teachers to decide whether changing a native accent or dialect is right or wrong. There are people out there, and I am one of them, who don't feel comfortable or didn't feel comfortable using the speech patterns of our regional accent or dialect in our daily lives. We all have different reasons, and it's not for others to judge. It might be a professional reason, a personal reason. We just don't like the judgments and perceptions from other people about the way we speak. For me, it boiled down to I wanted to be able to express my ideas without being told that my accent was cute or funny or immediately being asked which part of the South I was from. I'm not from the South, by the way. I'm from Pennsylvania. But people, when I first moved to New York at age 24, thought my accent sounded Southern. So they'd ask me where I was from in the South. That's not me. There's nothing wrong with being from the South, but I'm not from the South. It got really frustrating. So that was just one of the reasons that I decided to work on my own accent. And the choice to change the way we speak is completely up to us. It's completely up to each individual. We have the right to choose the way we want to sound, the way we want to look, the way we want to dress. So in my opinion, if a student comes to us with the request to change the way they speak through accent or pronunciation training, we should help them because we have the skills to do it. We help our students with so much more than just changing an accent or improving pronunciation. And that's the reason I want you to get clear about what you're going to call your services. As I said, this is an ever-evolving topic, and I will continue to keep you posted on what I know, what I think, and what I'm currently doing.